So the survival mode in Bomberman Kart DX is a great mode, while the kart mode isn't so good. But what about the smallest mode, the battle mode? This is a separate mode from the battle race mode in the kart mode, by the way. This mode is incredibly simple and thus incredibly easy for me to explain. You drop bombs to defeat the opposing players. You have to reach their corners by blowing up the bricks which are in your way. You can use different power-ups to help you on your way. They can increase your blast radius, increase the number of bombs you can place, and increase your running speed. There are negative versions of these power-ups as well, which does stuff like decrease your blast radius and the number of bombs you can place. There's also what I like to call special power-ups. There's the boxing glove that allows you to punch bombs and blocks. It's nice to get this early on as it can cut down on time. It also prevents you from being trapped in a hallway with a bomb about to be set off, as you can simply punch blocks nearby to make a quick escape. There's the power glove, which allows you to throw your bombs over walls. No, I'm not going to make a joke about the Nintendo power glove. I'm terrible at delivering jokes. There's the bomb kick, which allows you to slide the bombs in one direction until it hits a wall. I don't find many uses for these power-ups. Theoretically, they could work, as you could logically throw the bomb over to the enemy to make it explode on them, but I've never had this happen in all the time I've played this game. The most overpowered power is the spring, which allows you to jump over blocks. This can be overpowered as there's an option to make unbreakable blocks fall from the ceiling when time starts to run low. When time runs out, the whole playing field will be covered up, so everyone will die. Using the spring, you can bounce indefinitely, resulting in your guaranteed victory. There are also different types of bomb power-ups, which add some flavor to the game. I'm not gonna bore you by over-explaining things. My favorite bomb power-ups are the carrots bomb and the remote bomb. I like these because they speed up the process by allowing you to blow up the bomb at will with the remote bomb, or to blow through several blocks at once with the carrots bomb. The bombs take a while to explode for a reason. It forces you to think tactically as opposed to just run around and hope that everyone kills each other off. The remote bomb still takes some tactic, as you need to make sure that you don't blow yourself up. The mine bomb works like a ninja would. It waits in the shadows. When someone goes near it, it explodes instead of exploding after a certain amount of time like the others do. It at least gives the player a fair warning when it's going to explode. This makes sure that it's not a cheap item. It always gives all players a good, fair challenge. This is the best mode for multiplayer though. I think it's pretty self-explanatory to why it's such a good multiplayer game. The whole mode seems built for multiplayer. Battle mode also offers a single player mode where you have to play through a set of predetermined maps against predetermined computer players. This is the mode I played through to collect the footage. You can decide on the number of rounds on a menu, but that's the only say you get. Apart from that, there really isn't much for me to say about the battle mode. I played this mode the least as a kid, simply because there isn't much to do in the single player mode. I definitely messed around with the multiplayer more than the single player mode. Granted, what little content this mode offers is good. At the very least, it doesn't overstay its welcome like the kart mode did. I would give this mode a 70 out of 100. The overall game, except for the kart mode, has aged nicely, I feel. It was pretty much how I remembered it. I had an easier time with it since I've gotten more skillful as a gamer since then. I find it strange that the kart mode is the mode which was used in advertising, since this is my least favourite mode in the game. It feels like the effort went into the graphics over the gameplay. The battle mode is clearly what the developers were the best at making, but it was probably rushed out due to the time the kart mode took in development. The survival mode is my favourite mode, but I found a lot of the gameplay easy to exploit. As a result, I was able to speed through floors in a matter of seconds. This is what I mean when I say I've gotten more skilled as a gamer. As an overall score, Bomberman Kart DX gets a 75 out of 100.